And we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, here to Germantown Academy for Washington, Pennsylvania, where it is the Palumbo Griffins taking on the GA Patriots in an entertaining matchup, or what should be an entertaining basketball matchup here from Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. Simon Rose alongside Bob Windheim. We're going to jump right into our pregame show and look at our starting lineups. We'll look at the starters for the Academy at Palumbo Griffins as they get announced to the crowd here. Rahi Ellis, Miles Carter in the starting lineup. Miles Carter is the guy that you want to watch here for this Griffins squad. He does lead them in scoring. Tavion Mack, also a guard, and Rife and Talbert make up the starting lineup, finish up the starting lineup for head coach Frank Schneider. On the other side, the Germantown Academy Patriots, who come in at 4-0. We're going to see Andrew Town, Kyle McCloskey, Cole Storm at the guard positions, Evan Eric Longino, and Josh Brownstein make up the starting lineup for the guys. And we are getting ready to get underway. It is the Make-A-Wish Foundation Showcase here at Germantown Academy. And we are underway here from GA. It is the Palumbo Griffins in the black jerseys, teal numbers, as they work in the half court here and hit a three to start. Wasim Talbert, deadly accurate shooter. The senior gets Palumbo on the board first as GA tries to answer, but they turn it over. You'll hear not much from the crowd in the first opening minutes of this game. It is silent night, meaning the opening moments, you won't hear anything from the crowd. You'll see them be visibly subdued on the far side, those students. And then when a certain amount of points is scored, that's when they'll go nuts.
I believe we were told it was 10 points.
He's Bob Windheim. I'm Simon Rose. As Palumbo looks for another three, they won't get it here. Work four down low. And the loose ball will come out of bounds. It'll stay with Palumbo. Good work by Tavion Mack. High energy senior guard slash forward for Frank Schneider's team, and he wins a possession for the Griffins. This is Mack looking to throw it in, and doing so to Rahi Ellis. There's Mack, easy two. Also a wide receiver and a captain of the football team at the Academy at Palumbo. Great leader on this team. Season ago, they went 15-8, did the Griffins. GA was 24-6. Still looking to get on the board here. This is Evan Eric Longino, and he gets it to go. And one, leaning in. We get one more look. Longino can beat you from distance, so the defender has to respect the jump shot. And on the penetration, he's able to get it to go. First 2 points for Longino. First team all-league last year. It's a matchup nightmare for other schools. And he's got three to make it 5-3.
That foul was on Talbert, number 5. Got to pay attention to the refs because the scoreboard is not showing who the fouls are on. We've got our work cut out tonight. Yeah,
that's always a little bit tough. When they do label it on the scoreboard, it's a nice little luxury, as this one will kiss off the glass and good. Miles Carter, who's averaging over 20 points per game, that leads the Griffins, has a chance to be one of the best players in Palumbo history. Strong move here in the first 2 points for Kyle McCloskey. So the two players that have been playing for GA since their freshman season, starting since their freshman season, Kyle McCloskey and Evan Eric Longino, they have both scored here in the first quarter. This three is good. Miles Carter, 5 quick points. Coach Schneider said of Carter that he's a fearless guard in a Russell Westbrook mold, whatever that means, but it sounds good. Longino receives the cross-court pass. Now a three-pointer from Town, and that rattles through. Andrew Town, the senior guard from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. Makes it 10-8.
Both teams are shooting at a blistering pace so far. Palumbo's 4 for 5 and GA is 3 for 3.
And it's Rahi Ellis heading to the free throw line. Again, a senior guard, Rahi Ellis, 4-year player for this Griffins basketball team. Was honorable mention All-Public League last year. This is the first free throw. Griffins play in that Philadelphia Public League D. They were 10-3 last season as both of the free throws are missed. Long rebound out to Cole Storm, running the break with McCloskey. And he puts in 2, and the students go wild as it's the 10th point of the game. Almost forgot there was a student section here. And now they make their presence known. And they might make things a little bit tougher on the offensive end for the Academy at Palumbo, as we are now tied up at 10 points apiece. Longino, deep 3, drills it. 6 points for Evan Eric Longino, a 3-pointer the hard way, a 3-pointer the easy way. As Palumbo trying to work in the half court, it is a 5-second violation against the Academy at Palumbo. However, it looks like they got bailed out, and a timeout was called first. So that will bring us to a break in the action with 4 minutes to go. We're going to look at our coach's corner segment and meet the head man for Germantown Academy, also the brainchild of this Make-A-Wish Foundation event, Jim Fennerty, one of the best there is in the area. And he was recognized by the Montgomery County Hall of Fame recently to that effect. 532 and 209 career record. He is the 7th coach to eclipse that 500 win mark in the Philadelphia area. And he has been one of the constants at this program for the last 28 years. 16 Interact championships and 15 20-win seasons under the athletic director and head coach Jim Fennerty. Coach Fennerty, as I just said, is the athletic director, but he will be relieving himself of those duties next year. So this is his last year as the athletic director. He will focus primarily on coaching and teaching next year. As Palumbo still does have possession out of the timeout. Miles Carter getting himself free, does not get the roll, and a strong rebound for Josh Brownstein. Longino throwing it to no one in particular, and he turns it over.
It's only the second turnover tonight for Germantown Academy, and so far, Academy of Palumbo has none. The shooting by Germantown Academy is
Storm. Cole Storm after the steal. Now it's Longino following up as well. Tips out of bounds. It'll be GA ball. And lucky there that they'll have possession after what should have been an easy 2 for the Patriots. As Cole Storm, who was the 6th-man spark plug for this team last year, forced into a starting role this year. Longino, man, is he strong.
8 points so far tonight.
And he's a kind of kid that can play all over the floor if you're head coach Jim Fennerty. You can put him at the 1. You can even put him at the 5 in certain situations. As this 3 is drilled from the right wing, Wasim Talbert. It's his 2nd. And it momentarily quiets the GA crowd, 15-13. Longino, though, will make them loud again. Man, is he something. Evan Eric Longino did drop 40 points earlier this season in a game against Lansdale Catholic. In the very next game against Souderton, he dropped a triple-double. Miles Carter, a good-looking senior, for 2. You might see a lot of points scored in this game. The way that this has started. Palumbo coming out in a zone of sorts. Longino open for another 3. Tipped around, and it is GA with it. Leads to a 3-pointer off the mark from Cole Storm. And just under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Palumbo down by 3, looking for a bucket here. Foul on the floor as Rahi Ellis put it on the floor. And it'll be the second team foul against Germantown Academy. Just 3 team fouls committed collectively by the teams here in the first quarter. Couple substitutions here. Checking in for GA, number 32, Khalil Ashley Diarra. Athletic 6'5" sophomore who will presumably play in the paint here for the Patriots. As this one comes out of bounds on the near side, it'll be Palumbo to throw it in. And Tavion Mack does safely get it in play. Miles Carter now. Guarded by Longino. Carter with a big jump step, and man, did he have his way there. Miles Carter, 9 points. Impressive first quarter for the senior.
Coach Snyder said they're small, but we're athletic. That was an athletic move.
Khalil Ashley Diarra fighting for the rebound, but it's last touched by him. And Palumbo takes over. Down by 1. Palumbo coached by Frank Schneider. He's in his 4th season. Career record of 38-29 at Palumbo. Pretty good. 24-14 in league play. They did make one PIAA state tournament. Minute left here. Palumbo down by 1. This is Rife, Justin Rife, and he draws contact. Senior guard. This is the second game that Palumbo is playing against an Interact school. They did play against Episcopal Academy. And according to Coach Schneider, they played them tight throughout. In the fourth quarter, it was a single-digit game, but then the wheels kind of came off of Palumbo as they got tired later on. We'll see if that comes into play in this one. Another strong move as Miles Carter is already in double figures. He's got 11 of his team's 19 points, and Palumbo has taken a 1-point lead with under 45 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Longino thinking about the 3. Driving instead, it'll be a 3-ball from the far corner. McCloskey, the rebound, count it, and the foul, Kyle McCloskey. The uber athletic 6'5" forward, also known as the quarterback of the GA football team, and one of the best quarterbacks that GA's football team has ever had. But he's been starting on the basketball court here for the Patriots since his freshman season, and he's won an Interact crown in each of his 3 seasons with the Patriots, looking for his 4th in his senior campaign. 20 seconds to go. GA takes a 2-point lead, and Palumbo looks to be holding for 1. Rahi Ellis getting by Longino, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor. It's team foul number 4 against Germantown Academy with 9 seconds to go. Seven seconds as they get it into Rahi Ellis. Oh, great crossover, but then poked away from behind. A couple seconds here for McCloskey behind his back. Did he get it off? No, he did not. Does not count. McCloskey just a moment too late to get that one into the scoring column for GA, but they will take a lead into the second quarter. 21-19 the score here from Fort Washington. It's the Patriots leading the Griffins. Live basketball here on the Strive Network. Start of quarter number 2 here. 2-point game between the Academy at Palumbo and the Germantown Academy Patriots. Simon Rose, Bob Windheim, Longino for 3. And Palumbo running into each other. Gives possession back to the Patriots. Short 3-pointer from the corner by Brownstein. Longino on a turnaround. Got it. Evan Eric Longino, kid that is too big for smaller guards. He is too fast for forwards. As Carter gets 2, he has been the leading scorer thus far for the Griffins. So Evan Eric Longino, who brings up the ball here. Not your traditional point guard body, but he gets the job done. Finds an open man in the corner for 3, and he got the roll, did Andrew Town. 6 points now for Town, both via the 3-ball, or both buckets via the 3-ball. 5-point lead now for GA. Just over a minute into this second half. Long cross-court pass by Palumbo, out of bounds. It'll be GA to take over.
Germantown Academy's done a great job double teaming the ball, and as soon as the player gets the ball, they don't have any room to move, and they're having trouble.
Oh, Bob, one thing about Coach Finnerty and his teams is that defense has always been of the utmost importance. McCloskey now thinking about the 3. 2 shots coming.
He had said earlier that his concern was his team's defense. He knows the offense is there, and so far tonight, the defense hasn't been bad at all.
Well, you know you've got athletes, and they've got some sizable athletes at that, and you're going up against a Palumbo team that admittedly says that their weakness is their size. So it does certainly help to have that size advantage if you are GA, as McCloskey hits the first free throw.
What I've noticed so far tonight is their quickness. They are very fast. It's hard for GA to cover them, especially the guards. 24 Carter is having an outstanding game.
McCloskey hits both free throws. The senior who's headed to Villanova next year to play football. Approaching 2 minutes into the second quarter. This is a 3-pointer that rattles out for Rahi Ellis. GA looking to run quickly, and they do it to perfection. Josh Brownstein's first 2 points of the game. And all of a sudden, it is the largest lead for the Patriots at 9.
Right now, Germantown Academy is on a 12-2 run.
Now it's 12-4 as Tavion Mack gets 2 back. 4 points now for the senior. McCloskey on the high post, leading in. Mack at the initial rebound and then was able to get it to Talbert. Big possession here for Palumbo, down by 7. The jump shot no good, and the rebound to Brownstein. senior from Lafayette Hill. Evan-Eric Longino runs the show here for the Patriots. Bounces it over near side. It is Andrew Town. Now a post shot from Brownstein, no good. McCloskey, though, good footwork for the offensive rebound. And what a beautiful pass to find Longino, who missed badly on the three. And the rebound to Palumbo.
Looks like Germantown Academy is forcing their shots a little. I think they need to set up with their offense a little better like they had been doing earlier.
This is Carter. Swinging it in the corner. It is a three ball. A big one for Rahi Ellis, his first bucket of the game. And that's going to force Germantown Academy to call a timeout. 5 quick ones put on by Academy at Palumbo, and they have cut the GA lead to 4. Going to have a chance to go to our Strive Spotlight segment since we didn't get to do so in the pregame show, and we're going to spotlight Evan-Eric Longino, the senior for this GA Patriots team. First team All-Interact as a junior, leading the team with 24.5 points per game. A 40-point game early in this season will help that average, certainly. Did eclipse 1,000 career points. In fact, him and Kyle McCloskey eclipsing that number and enshrining themselves on the wall here at Germantown Academy. Evan-Eric Longino, our Strive Spotlight here today. And a good one at that, as he already has 13 points. Again, he will be bringing the ball up. The point guard position is something that the Patriots have had to adjust to this year. Evan-Eric Longino, he hasn't played point guard in his career. And he's going to be splitting the duties this year with Andrew Town. Both of those guys on the floor now. Town with it, going into the corner. Brownstein, long pass, swing it over to Longino, top of the key. Couple jump steps, big block by Tavion Mack. And now it is another block by Tavion Mack. And a rebound for Palumbo. So Tavion Mack, not a basketball player first and foremost. He was a big piece of the football team. As this one will be a foul. And we've got 2 shots coming here for Rahi Ellis. 3:34 to go as Palumbo looks to make their free throws. Ellis missed earlier free throws. But these are the kinds of points that the Griffins do need to capitalize on. Freebies at the line, and we got 3 free throws here. Rahi Ellis must have been fouled.
From our vantage point.
Yeah, it was. He must have been fouled in the act of shooting. He goes 1 of 3 from the line. But it is a 3-point advantage now for the Patriots. 6-0 run currently for the Academy at Palumbo. Patriots with Longino. That's a tough shot. Makes it look easy. Approaching 3 minutes to go. And now it's Carter for 3, no good. And quickly along the other end, McCloskey missed. Claimed he was fouled, got it back anyway, and then missed another bunny. So 32-27. And a 3-ball for the Academy at Palumbo. Would not go for Wasim Talbert. Was looking for his 3rd of the game. Instead, it's Evan-Eric Longino eyeing up this 2-3 zone. In the corner, it's Brian Basile, a newcomer into the game, driving baseline, kicking it out to McCloskey, who drills it from the corner. Kyle McCloskey lighting up the stat sheet as well here in this one. 11 points for McCloskey. So the 2 star seniors both in double figures in the first half.
I don't know if you noticed, it looked like Germantown Academy is going to a 2-1-2 defense because they had too much penetration by Palumbo in the middle of offense.
Evan Eric Longino behind his back, no look pass, and it wouldn't go, but there is McCloskey to follow. Oh, the Patriots can score points and in bunches, and that's what they do. And the crowd likes it.
What you're seeing is a lot of touch passing, and that's the ball movement's just incredible. When you have the touch pass, you're going to get an open shot.
What we're seeing is a lot of ridiculous costumes over there in the student section. I don't know if we can zoom in a little bit. What is that in the front row? I can't even tell.
Do you really want to know?
No, I don't think I do. But we've definitely got some good stuff here at Germantown Academy. Was here for the, we had both had the privilege of working the Germantown Academy Penn Charter game, and man, you thought that it couldn't be topped in terms of spirituality, I guess you could say, in that game, and how much energy the students bring. But here they are, dressed to impress. And the Make-A-Wish Showcase game as GA talks it over with head coach Jim Fennerty before he sends the troops out to battle. It's a 10-point lead for his Patriots with 1:40 to go in quarter number 2.
It's nice to see a student section have fun and enjoy themselves. You don't get a chance to do that in a lot of places.
Just keep it clean, right?
Absolutely. They wouldn't start the game until the kids got off the floor, but that seems to have changed already.
Well, the one thing I did notice in that football game is they kept the students like all the way on the fringe of the field so as not to bother the civil parents, I guess, in the stands.
Good way of putting it.
Sure. 1:15 to go in quarter number 2 as Academy at Palumbo needs a basket desperately. They will not get one there, but lucky for Rahi Ellis that Tavion Mack was there to bail him out. 6 points for Mack. He has been the high-energy workhorse for this Griffins team. He has been all over the place on both sides of the floor. Number 11, playing with a lot of good energy. Khalil Ashley Diarra with a great rebound, but then he threw it away. Wasim Talbert stepped in. Here's Miles Carter now with eyes up floor. 40 seconds to go. Carter will slow the pace. His team down by 8. Entertaining first half here from Fort Washington. Final seconds are ticking away. We will catch up with some of the student CSOs, community service organizers of this Make-A-Wish Showcase event at halftime. So stick with us for that. As Palumbo, lucky to retain possession, behind the back pass from Ellis to Mack. It's a baseline jump shot, no good. Mack still fighting for it, 10 seconds, so time now for the Patriots. 5 seconds with Evan Eric Longino on the ball. He steps back, tough shot, and he drew the foul with 0.8 seconds on the clock. That is a hurtful foul if you're the Academy at Palumbo. As now Evan Eric Longino has a chance to make it a double-digit lead heading into halftime.
He really cannot be stopped. He either pulls up or he goes to the basket, and it's hard to cover him.
Yeah, on either side of the floor, we've got 2 guys in this game who are offensive stalwarts. Evan Eric Longino, you just try to figure out how you're going to guard him. And then on the other side, Miles Carter has shown an ability as he throws it here, and it's going to hit the ceiling and come down. He had a really good first half as well. We will go over some of the point totals right before the third quarter starts, but that's going to do it for the first half of play. 38-29 the score. Germantown Academy the lead here at home over the Academy at Palumbo. So we take a quick break. When we come back, we will catch up with some of the Make-A-Wish Showcase CSOs here live on the Strive Network. We come back here at halftime to Fort Washington, Pennsylvania for the Germantown Academy Patriots Make-A-Wish Showcase events. And I'm here with a couple of the student representatives of this organization. I'm here with Jake and Jess. Guys, congratulations on a great event. Tell me a little bit about why you guys are involved with this event, what community service means to Germantown Academy's community, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a great event. You can see all the support we have here is amazing. You know, all the students, all the parents, everyone in the community, it's overwhelming. I think it's really important, especially with a small community like ours. Everyone really gets behind everyone else, especially causes like this, which obviously Make-A-Wish Foundation is a great cause, and I think we're just glad to be a part of it. But the support we've gotten is overwhelming, and it's awesome to see this many people out here.
Jess, are there any other events coming up this year? What other events are the CSOs doing here at Germantown Academy?
We have a lot of holiday stuff. So we have our annual holiday program where everyone brings in gifts to donate to kids at different schools who otherwise wouldn't get gifts. A few drives coming up, a lot of stuff like that. So.
If they want to get involved with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, where do they go?
You can go to the local branch, and there should be a link on the banner on the website.
Cool.
Right now.
And there should be one as well on the YouTube site as well, on the YouTube page. There should be a link right to that Germantown Academy Fund Me page. Mm-hmm. Make-A-Wish Foundation, great foundation. Why is it the Make-A-Wish Foundation that's the center of this event?
It started with the local Make-A-Wish chapters rep came to our athletic director, Coach Finnerty, and asked if there's some kind of way that we could get involved with Make-A-Wish. So Coach Finnerty approached Mr. McVeigh, who was the community service organization leader at the time, and he organized this tournament, and it's a really good way to get students involved in this cause, and it got really good success, so everyone looks forward to it every year.
How about a couple of the new community service leaders, right? Danielle Rock and Mike O'Brien, those are your two guys. Must feel good to work with them, seem like good people.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's awesome, they're great. I mean, we really, here, focus on they focus on students being independent, and while we've kind of had a hand in making the book and setting this all up, they've really been behind the scenes working, getting everything done. I know they've been here all day, and they've just kind of been awesome role models for us throughout CSO. And other teachers as well have done a great job with the drives we do. Like I said, everyone's just really involved here, which is a really cool thing.
Take me through the organization process for you guys in terms of what your roles were in making this event happen and happen well.
I think we started in early November probably. Ms. Rock asked who wanted to be a part of the Make-A-Wish committee that we have. So we started approaching businesses, talking to basketball parents. So the biggest thing that we do is the Make-A-Wish, or that we organize is the Make-A-Wish ad book. So we were getting all these ads from parents, businesses to put in our book, and we would charge for the pages. So that book raises a lot of money. We've organized concession stands, had a lot of student volunteers. So it's been like a 2-month process.
Yeah, I mean, everything's student volunteer based. And in terms of the ad book itself, there's a lot of different advisories and just groups of people that just want to come out, sponsor an ad. They put an ad in the book, and they're just donating money. So, it's a lot of student-driven help with the concession stands and with the ad book. So
seems like a great cause, and it seems like you guys are learning things too as well. I mean, in terms of what you guys have taken, what kind of positive experiences have you taken in terms of this whole thing, organizing the event, everything?
I mean, I think I never realized how much work went into it.
Right.
I think that's kind of cliche to say.
Just think it just happens, right?
Yeah. And we got into it, and I was like, wow. And, you just don't realize what goes into it, how many people are involved in it, how involved people are in it. And, I met Mr. Heron, who's from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and, one of the best guys ever. And he kind of talked to us about what GA being a part of it has meant to him. And, I never realized the impact it had. Like Jess said, Mr. McVeigh has played, a pivotal role in all this. And I never realized how deep this ran, but I think it's just amazing just to be a part of it and to see this many people out here just supporting it.
Well, over the years, over $200,000 has been raised for the Make-A-Wish Foundation thanks to people like you and the CSO here at Germantown Academy. So thank you guys for your hard work. Congratulations on a great event. And thank you for joining us here. Jake and Jess here joining us at Germantown Academy to talk about the Make-A-Wish Foundation here at GA and the Make-A-Wish Showcase. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back for the start of the third quarter right after this. I'll pump you up a little bit. I'll pump you up a little bit.
That was a great half. Yeah, it was. You mentioned that. Where's Longino looking for school?
He doesn't. He's got like some D1 looks, nothing like that stands out.
Just looking. I don't know where the hell you're playing.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got 2, 5, 7, 10, 11.
I got 16 for him.
You got 16?
What do you have?
I had 15, but I'm probably wrong.
Well, no, I'm actually, I got 2 for Brownstein. McCluskey, what do you have?
I had 14.
Right, I had 13, so that's 14. And I do have 16, and then 6. 22, that's 38.
Yeah, that's right.
That was
16, 14, 6, and 2.
It's 13 for Carter.
Yep. I thought it was 2 games against Mercer. Is this the throwing game? Yep. Come back here for the start of the third quarter, and we looked at those statistics real quick and saw the leading scorers for Germantown Academy. The usual suspects, McCloskey and Longino, leading the way with a combined 30 of their team's 38 points. And Miles Carter of Academy at Palumbo leading them in points with 13. As they switch sides of the floor, it'll be Palumbo moving right to left here. Simon Rose back with Bob Windheim, as this is Tavion Mack, who scored 6 in the first half. Doesn't score there. Oh, what a play, as McCloskey able to take that one down in stride, even though the long pass was tipped. What concentration by Kyle McCloskey, who now has 16. That one courtesy of Evan Eric Longino. Miles Carter for 3, got it. Nothing but net for Miles Carter, and he now has 16 to bring Palumbo within 8.
Miles Carter averages 23.7 points a game, and it looks like he's going to surpass it tonight.
This is Evan Eric Longino with 1 minute done in this third quarter. Longino passing into the corner, and a 3-ball now from Andrew Town. He's got 3 3-pointers. You know, Bob, the thing about Germantown Academy is you know what you're going to get from McCloskey and Longino and Storm even. You know you've got points coming from those 2 guys, but there's Miles Carter missing the 3. But after your top 2 options, GA turns it over. After your top 2 options, it's a little bit muddy in terms of who's going to be scoring the points, because you know that everybody's going to be focused in on Evan Eric Longino and Kyle McCloskey. This is a GA team that did lose a lot of players to graduation last year, Devin Goodman among them.
Yeah, Devin Goodman so far has gotten some playing time with the Penn Quakers, and he's one of their outstanding freshmen.
Longino puts it in. Yeah, Devin Goodman, Gabe Alter, Bailey Whitman. A couple of big-time players lost to graduation for GA. And Coach Fennery said it's going to be those 3rd, 4th, 5th options that will be the X factor for this Patriots team. If they get guys like Andrew Town knocking 3s down like he is tonight, and Kyle McCloskey in transition, dunking home, it's 47-32. We get one more look.
That's a nice way to start. He started the second half with a 9-2 run.
There's McCloskey hammering home a couple of points. And it's now the student section at GA feeling pretty good, aren't they?
Must be the costumes.
Gotta be the costumes. Halloween in December, apparently. And now we're gonna get a look at the replay. See if we can slow it down as well. We'll take it from all the way back here. As McCloskey does it all. The steal. And we know he can get up, 6'5", with the flush. And that forces a Palumbo timeout. That's why there's been a stoppage in the action. 5:30 to go here in quarter number 3. It is a 15-point lead for the Academy at for the Germantown Academy Patriots. It is the largest of the game for GA. Remember, it was the 3rd quarter last year. Or there was a 4th quarter, a couple of games ago for Palumbo where the wheels started to fall off. See if they can hang tough, and that'll help. Wasim Talbert, he's knocked in 3 3-pointers. It is the 5th overall for Academy at Palumbo from beyond the arc. And the Griffins come away with another steal. By the way, I haven't mentioned this. Probably one of my favorite mascots, I think, that I've heard this year, the Griffins. Nice rebound there by Brownstein. Looking for Longino, who saves it. And Evan Eric swings it over. McCloskey wants 3. He'll have none. Rebound to Palumbo. And Justin Reif.
They really don't have the size to go inside, so they're playing more of a perimeter game.
Tavion Mack gets it back. Easy 2 underneath for number 2, Rahi Ellis. The crowd trying to confuse Palumbo with that little countdown. Obviously no shot clock here. And it didn't fool Palumbo as they were able to get a deuce.
Not a little bit.
And it's all of a sudden a 5-point run for Palumbo. They're back within 10, under 4 to go. In quarter number 3, strong drive here by Andrew Town. He's, for the most part, stayed around the perimeter in this game with 3 3-pointers, but he'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. Senior from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. We get one more look. Town airballs the first free throw. GA coming off a year where they were 24-6. They've won the Interac, as we've mentioned, 4 consecutive years. They did lose to Kiski in the PESA state title game last year. Last couple of years, they've defeated Episcopal Academy by 1 game in the final standings. As GA's zone making it difficult, the 2 up top are Cole Storm and Andrew Town. This is a 3-ball off to the left. Comes right down to Palumbo after Diarra tipped it. And a good hustled play there by Justin Reif, as it's Tavion Mack trying to get it into the paint. Instead, it's Rahi Ellis now who takes it back outside. Ellis swinging it around, good cut, but Palumbo just can't finish. And Ellis again can't finish. How many times are they going to try to put this one in the basket? And to Palumbo's credit, good persistence there on the offensive glass, and they'll have to earn their points at the line.
That's where quickness paid off. I'll tell you that. They wouldn't give up, and GA looked a step slow on that sequence.
So Justin Reif, who has scored a decent amount this year for Palumbo, is finally on the board in the third quarter in this one. And they knocked both of them down. So a good series for Palumbo there. They do get 2 points out of it, and they deserve it after all of the hard work on the offensive glass. It's back to a single-digit game. 9 points is the lead for GA. Cole Storm works it into the corner. Now cross-court pass, Evan-Eric Longino. Wants to pull up, good defense though. Offensive board, as following was Andrew Town, and he draws the foul. Nice hustle by Andrew Town as we get one more look at a previous replay.
That foul was on Talbert.
Town knocks this one down. Solid minutes from Andrew Town in this one. He knocks in both free throws. Now 3 of 4 on the game. Back up to 11 is the lead for GA. Work around this 2-3 zone of Germantown Academy are the Griffins. Carter for 3. No good. Oh, great rebound by Kyle McCloskey. He can rebound and then he can run the floor quickly. And Palumbo gets back there, so GA will set up their offense. 2:15 to go. McCloskey in the corner. Cross-court pass, athletic play by Davis, but it does manage to get to Town. And now back down to Longino. And it's taken away by Palumbo. Here's Rahi Ellis 1-on-2. Ellis taking contact from Town, who was with him step for step.
Longino's had a real quiet third quarter. He's got only 2 points after starting the first half of 16.
Yeah, so far it's been the McCloskey and Town show for GA in the third quarter. Meanwhile, it'll be Palumbo to take it out on the floor here, under the basket. And here's, speak of the devil, Evan-Eric Longino! 3-pointer here from Reif, no good. 13-point lead for GA. As the Patriots slow the pace, we've seen dunks in this third quarter from both of the senior stars. Longino, and now it's McCloskey with the ball, who gives it right back to Evan-Eric. McCloskey, corner three, no good. Brownstein working hard, finds it down low and puts it in. Josh Brownstein with 4. And it is a 15-point lead that matches the largest of the game for GA.
When you have a center at 6'5", it's allowing McCluskey to run out to the corner, knowing that you still have somebody 6'5" that can rebound.
You got a couple of guys. I mean, you're just looking at the 2-3 zone, the bottom of the zone right now. You've got Evan-Eric Longino, who's 6'5". You've got McCloskey, who's 6'5", and then you've got Josh Brownstein, who's manning the middle right now. He's 6'5". To your point, you're going to have some of your big guys step out as Longino brings home this rebound. Under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carter and Longino doing battle. It's Miles Carter who draws the offensive foul against Evan-Eric Longino.
Palumbo would cut it to 9. It's back up to 15. I'm sure they'd like to end the quarter with a bang.
Carter's three-pointer blocked. Longino chucks it up from distance at the buzzer, and it's no good. But a good third quarter for Germantown Academy as they take a 15-point lead heading to the final frame. You're watching live high school basketball here on the Strive Network. Start of the fourth quarter here in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. Simon Rose, Bob Windheim. It's cool to broadcast the game here from Fort Washington and in this gym at Germantown Academy. Got to say, I did patronize the Jim Fennerty Germantown Academy summer basketball camps when I was a kid. He turned me into a mediocre Township League basketball player.
I think you're above mediocrity there. Come on now, give yourself some credit.
Well.
You did a nice job playing guard.
Yeah, a little. You stand around the three-point line, shoot. I was terrified of getting in the paint.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Here's McCloskey for three. No, not McCloskey. That was, yeah, it was McCloskey. Okay, anyway, down low, it's Evan-Eric Longino. Count it. Yeah, what was that you were saying, Bob, about having a 6'5" guy shooting a three, and then you're okay because you got another 6'5" guy down low.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable stuff from Evan-Eric Longino.
It looks like he's woken up, too. After I made that comment,
yeah,
2
exactly.
points in the third quarter.
When he said that. We know that we don't have any word on where Evan-Eric will be playing his hoops at the next level, but we know that he does have a couple of offers. Wants to pursue a career in business, so he's taking that into account as where he's going to play, but fielding some interest from D1 schools as well. Miles Carter, tough shot, follows his own miss. Out of bounds, last touch by Palumbo. The lead is 17 for GA.
Let's also bring up the fact that they just brought in Brian Bazile, he's 6'5".
Right.
I mean, it doesn't end.
It doesn't, and Basile as well as Khalil Ashley Diarra, who are both 6'5", coming off the bench. Both of those guys are sophomores. And Evan-Eric Longino said in an article written a couple weeks ago that if those two guys can start contributing on a consistent basis, this GA team will be scary good. Kyrie Johnson, first entrance into the game, and he knocks down a mid-range jump shot.
He's all of 5'5".
Yeah, height not one of the strengths of this Palumbo squad. They've got to find ways to get loose balls on rebounds with effort. And certainly mismatched in this one. Good work there as they are able to slide over and force a turnover against GA. And it is.
Both teams have really committed very few turnovers this game.
It has been a very well played game. There hasn't even been that many fouls in this one either. It's been a pretty quickly moving game. Brownstein got the block, and then on the follow, it's McCloskey called for the foul. He didn't like the call. And we'll have free throws coming for Rahi Ellis.
He has 6 points tonight, and he averages 10 points a game.
Four-year starter, or four-year player for this Griffins team. Couple of goals for Coach Schneider's squad, as we do have a timeout on the floor. Attention to detail, no shortcuts, and bench player communication. Those were some of the keys to this game that Coach Schneider gave me. Anyway, we've got some time to look at GA's upcoming schedule. Play Simon Gratz tomorrow as a part of this Make-A-Wish showcase. Father Judge and Archbishop Ryan will be on the docket as well here in 2016, as well as the Benedictine Capital City Classic. The turn of the year, they'll play South Philadelphia, Haverford, and Springside CHA. As that free throw no good from number 2, Rahi Ellis. Ellis has 6 points. However, he is only 1 of 5 from the free throw line, make it 2 of 6. His team down by 14. And bringing the ball up, Cole Storm, senior from Orland.
When Gino left the court, and I wasn't sure if he was hurt at all or they're just giving him a break.
Probably just giving him a break as Kyle McCloskey follows. And McCloskey now with 20.
Looks like he's ready to check in.
3 ball from the far side wouldn't go for Palumbo. And that's going to be out of bounds called against Germantown Academy. Cole Storm didn't realize that he was out of bounds when he fielded that basketball.
That was unusual.
Certainly was. It gives Palumbo another chance to score on this possession.
Totally forgot where he was.
Miles Carter trying to force the issue. Turn around. Nicely done there by Miles Carter, who started the game hot. He had 11 points before you could blink an eye, all coming in the first quarter. And since then, he's had 7.
One of the things that changed, I think, was the fact that he was getting a lot of play offensively in the middle, and then when Germantown Academy went to 2-1-2, it shut him off from driving in the middle.
As there's Evan Eric Longino, not hurt, as you can see, back in the game and back doing what he does best, scoring the basketball. 23 points now for the senior. And it's a 16-point lead. Longino looking for a steal. So GA feeling pretty good about moving to 5-0 if they win this game. Rahi Ellis.
The fans have even gotten quiet, so I guess they think the game's at hand.
And Ellis will go back to the line. Yeah, it's a funny thing, the momentum in basketball games. It really takes 1-2 plays in a row for the crowd to just go nuts again. The crowd has been hot and cold in terms of their decibel level all game long. Remember how the night started. Was the silent night here. So the crowd was dead silent for the first 10 points, and then they erupted. As Palumbo will take this timeout. So 60-45, 4:53 to go. The lead for Germantown Academy, leading scorers. Kyle McCloskey has 20. And Evan Eric Longino has 23. Andrew Town has had a really nice game for GA consistently throughout with 3 3-pointers. Those are his 3 field goals, and he's added 3 free throws. So 12 points for the senior Andrew Town. As let's look over at the crowd as they sing. Remember, we just said it was Silent Night here. Well, they're singing Silent Night. Go figure. You were complaining about them getting soft?
They knew they were going to be filmed.
Yeah. With an eclectic mix of costumes in the crowd.
Definitely some interesting costumes by some of the male students.
Got a hot dog in there. I think I see a Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
The guy that's wearing the heart pantsuit is quite interesting.
Yeah, they're having fun over there. Oh, to be young again.
Can't argue with that.
Evan Eric Longino has possession of the basketball. 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Swing it around to the top, Brian Basile. Now it's Longino underneath. Longino gets it back. Longino puts it in. 25.
Palumbo just doesn't have the bulk of defense to stop that.
Not many people do. As Mack misses, but there is Ellis to miss as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when GA and Episcopal Academy match up later. The only common opponent that these two teams had going into the game. As we do have a foul on the shot there, it'll be a 1-and-1 situation.
The Palumbo players are literally just bouncing off these guys. They can't stop them.
Longino actually will take it out under the baseline. McCloskey swings it around Andrew Town. But, Bob, Palumbo, when they do play good defense, they've got some very active hands. And on that situation, they forced a turnover.
I actually thought I would see them press a little bit more. That really didn't occur.
So 3.5 to go. GA still in a zone. It is Longino with the steal. Longino with the finish. Heck of a fourth quarter for Evan Eric. He's got 9 in the frame. Ellis in the corner for 3. No good. Defense there by Brian Basile to challenge the shot. And now Evan Eric will slow the pace with his team up by 19. Thought maybe this game could stay close throughout the way it started as McCloskey with a little up and under.
McCloskey being left-handed really helps him too, because when you're not used to covering somebody who shoots with the left hand, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
Somebody with the right hand.
You talk about a couple of players to build around. And both Evan Eric Longino and Kyle McCloskey, as we've got a couple substitutions, have been starting for this GA team since their freshman season. Both winning the Interact Championship in that freshman season. And they've played alongside a number of groupings of players here at GA, and this year as the two senior leaders with the most experience, not only do they have to take the load in terms of scoring the basketball, but they've got to take that leadership role as well in mentoring the young players, as both of those two will step out. Longino and McCloskey both get a nice round of applause from the crowd here, and we'll see some new faces in for Germantown Academy. 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter.
Let's not forget, GA was only winning 21-19 after the first quarter, and then everything exploded and turned around.
Foul underneath, going to be called against Kyrie Johnson. And we see Colton Smith go to the free throw line. Colton Smith from Colmar, Pennsylvania, sophomore guard. It's the roll. That makes it 5 Patriots to have scored in this game. Smith knocks them both down, 68-45, 23-point lead. As Kyrie Johnson brings it up. Palumbo is going to drop to 1-3 on the season. And we've got new faces in for Palumbo as well. And 2 points there for number 10, Marquez Cruz. (68-47). Khalil Ashley Diarra. Big long steps into the paint.
Wasn't sure that was going to be a walk or a foul.
Yeah. And it was a foul called on the floor. Khalil Ashley Diarra, 6'5". You imagine that's a good frame to have if you're a wide receiver, and that's what he is on the football team. And he really came alive in the second half of that football season, coming into his own, maturing as an athlete. And they're excited to see what he can do, both on the football field as well as the basketball court. If he can take that next step, he certainly has the tools to be an impact performer. And same can be said for this guy, Brian Basile, who draws a foul on the floor. And we mentioned this GA squad just loaded with guys who are 6'5".
It really is incredible with this roster. Smallest player is Andrew Town at 5'11".
And you got 5 guys at 6'5". And a couple of substitutions. And apparently some crowd favorites coming into the game. Among those, number 21, and we now have...
It's not on this roster. Unless he came up from the JV for today.
Zach Anderson, number 21, into the game. Juan Adames, also for Germantown Academy. They're going to play the top of the zone. Jordan Keys, also for GA. Keys actually providing the defense there. Good defense, but Palumbo able to run it down. And now we've got a foul against Jordan Keys, number 33, with 44 seconds to go. And shooting free throws will be Academy at Palumbo's Khalil Kyle.
know if they're conferring about who the foul was on or the students walking around.
A couple of students have exited the section and are making their way towards the exits, this game in hand. Now with 44 seconds left, there's not a ton of important details to figure out.
You know, if they're worried about where they're standing, they've been standing there the whole game.
Right. A couple of the students are now on the floor. And anyway, the free throw is made by Khalil Kyle. And he misses the second. Rebound there by number 25, Lucas Traina. And this is Zach Anderson. Back to Jordan Keys, now on the right. GA has it with Colton Smith. Nothing doing, but Zach Anderson was there for the rebound. It did tip off out of bounds on Anderson. 10 seconds left, final possession here for Palumbo. Gonna drop to 1-3 on the year. GA will improve to 5-0. One final shot, no good. Buzzer sounds. GA with a clean sweep here in the Make-A-Wish Showcase event. The final 69-48 in the guys' game. The Patriots defeat the Griffins. Bob, impressive stuff from GA. They're a good team.
They look unstoppable, and I believe they're 7th in the area in the Philadelphia Inquirer poll, and that gives you a good indication of the respect and what they've shown so far.
Well, they certainly have been good. We're going to catch up with one of the players of the games for Germantown Academy right after this. You're watching live high school basketball here on Strive. Back here one last time at Germantown Academy to recap this win for the Patriots on their home floor, 69-48 here with one of our players of the game. It's Eric Longino. Eric, congratulations on a big win. It seemed like you guys had a good game plan. You went out and executed. How did you guys get it done?
I think we stopped penetration early. I think early in the game we were playing man, and they got some real quick guards, so they were getting to the hole. I think Coach made an adjustment in the beginning of going to a 2-3 zone. I think that stopped penetration. Also, in the beginning we were like forcing some shots, and then later in the game we started passing and more distributing. We got more wider open shots, and that made the game better for us.
You know, long career for you. You've been starting since your freshman year. As a senior this year, does it feel any different, or does it just feel like you're going out and you're playing basketball?
It feels no different. It's just going back out, playing the game I love. Really, I love Make-A-Wish. I love playing for GA. It's every game, every year it's the same. I'm just excited to get back on the court. It's just fun.
Kyle McCloskey is a guy you've played alongside for all these years. What's it been like to play alongside him and make so many plays next to each other?
It's been great. It's been a phenomenal experience. Me and Kyle's a great player. I'm just honored to play with him for the last 4 years. It's exciting to see that we're coming into our own players. He's coming to his own. Now that we're seniors, now maturing, and now we're leading the team. I mean, we were freshmen, and we had seniors and juniors that were leading us, and now we're mentoring and leading younger players. So I think it's a great experience for me and him.
Yeah, you're looking to accomplish a feat that not many players get to accomplish in terms of winning an Interact title. Each year that you play for a team, is there anything that can stop this team from winning an Interact title this year?
I don't know. We're getting better every game. I'm not going to say we've made it to where we want to be, but we're working every day, every game to get to that goal and to get to where we want to be. And Coach Fannity, he likes what he sees. I like what I see. Kyle likes what he sees. The whole team is, everybody's getting better from the last guy on the bench to the first guy. So I'm just looking forward to a great season.
Last question. Any word on where you're thinking about playing next year at the next level?
No. I'm going to make my decision after the season. I'm just kind of weighing out my options and playing the season to see what I have after that.
All right. Focus on Germantown Academy Patriots basketball throughout the season. Yes. Congrats, Evan Eric, on a great game.
Thank you.
All right, and that's going to do it for us here on the Strive Network. A win for Germantown Academy in both the girls and the guys. We'll see you next time here on the Strive Network. Thanks for watching.